But we start tonight at 5 with a story that's been breaking all day. A SWAT team descending on an apartment complex of a suspected killer. In just the last 30 minutes, 7 News has learned the woman he is accused of killing was a former co-worker. Her body found inside a Greenwood Village parking garage early today. 7 News reporter Amanda Kost tonight live on Ulster, just south of Bellevue, where police have been negotiating with the suspect. Amanda, where do things stand?
It has been more than 3 hours of negotiations, attempts made here. I'm at the 8100 block of South Ulster. We're told by Denver police they're preparing to possibly shut down this block and make their move. Time could be up soon for these negotiations. Now, this all started close to 7 o'clock this morning when a call for help came in. On the other line, all the dispatcher could hear were screams.
First phone call that came in, there was we weren't able to get any information. There were some signs of or some sounds of a struggle or something going on. So the dispatcher was working diligently to try to find out the exact location.
I'm on the line with Verizon Wireless, and they say the wireless number is listing back to 5260 South Ulster Street there at the promenade.
Then another call to 911 coming from here. A resident reporting gunfire.
Possible gunshot fires in the parking structure. Within about 4 minutes, our officers were on scene and began searching the area.
It looks like there's probably a struggle, and she started throwing stuff out of the car.
On the 3rd floor, officers found a young woman. She was in her 20s between 2 vehicles and shot to death.
We are working some active leads at this point in time.
The first break came when they found this Jeep parked at the Bellevue light rail station. Its owner traced here, one of 2 persons of interest, and he was cooperating with police. They were soon led here, showed up armed with a SWAT team as officers converged on the Carriage Place apartment homes. Parents, children were forced to leave.
There's I guess a murder suspect in the unit above me. Didn't even have shoes on. They said, grab your shoes, grab your coat, and get out of here, basically.
Out of the line of fire that law enforcement is working to defuse. And just within the last 20 seconds, you can hear pops in the background. We have heard at least 7 distinct pops, possibly gunfire, coming from this apartment complex here located at the 8100 block of South Ulster. Now, almost immediately after we heard that first pop coming from this area, police began to shut down the roads on either direction, trying to secure this area. You can see the gate here right next to this South Ulster Street block, definitely in the line of fire if any cars were to be passing back and forth here. So like I said, we've heard 7 distinct pops. They have since stopped since I started speaking. We are on the other side of this building, the unit 107, where they are posted up outside. We're unable to see exactly what is happening, but this is the biggest development that has happened within the last 3+ hours since the SWAT team arrived here at this apartment complex in terms of talking to and trying to reach this person of interest. Now, their negotiation attempts, they have ranged from trying to make phone calls to over a loudspeaker, telling him to come outside. Everything's going to be all right now. I'm again I've heard another pop in the background, a loud, distinct pop, and we do not have any officers next to us who are able to communicate what is happening on the other side of this building. What I can tell you is that they are continuing to very, very aggressively make sure that no vehicles are able to pass through this block of South Ulster Street. Again, it's the 8100 block here of this area. Now, there on the other side, there are businesses. There's a Panera Bread, an entire shopping center, but those are not directly located across from where this building is, where the SWAT team has been located. Now, at this point, we were told about 5 minutes before the newscast that they were preparing to make a move. Now, that move, it sounds like it has happened and is happening within the last few minutes. You may have heard a few of those pops as I've been speaking here in the background. Again, we will stay here and continue to keep you updated as to what is happening here. You can see the roadblocks. The SWAT team is here. The crisis negotiation team is here as well. A massive effort descending upon this complex where inside, officers told me they are very sure that their person of interest, this man who used to work at CoBank with the murder victim, who he was actually fired within the last 2 weeks for being aggressive towards her. He was actually actually fired. That is why they first sought him out as a person of interest in this woman's death. We will continue to keep you updated as this develops. Reporting live, Amanda Kost, 7 News.